Hello guys, this is a tutorial view of the application for LiveCode Dictionary Pro. I'm on the main menu. The point of this is just to give you an introduction. This is not going to be the actual video that is included in the application where it explains how to use it. I'm just going to give you an overview. I have a support area, and this toggles the menus depending on which version of the application and where you're using it. I intend to put this up on a hosted site so that you can access it on the internet through any browser. What we're going to do is we're going to cover the topic screen. There is a topic screen and subscreens in there, and I'm going to explain how those work. This is a short description of how to use the app, but there will be video helps on each screen to allow you to know how to use it. There is also a database description as far as how to use the application. And I have like I explained in my emails, there's a $12 donation that I'm asking for per user. That's a $1 a month for maintaining the site and adding any features that you guys feel that we need to put on it. The way you do that is just go ahead and subscribe, and it'll bring up a PayPal where you can either use a credit card or a PayPal itself to donate $12 toward the cause. As it explains in here, if you are a donating person and a subscriber, you get full access to all the features. If you do not donate, you can go in as a visitor, as it explains here, and visit the site and use the information, but you cannot copy it, edit, or change anything on the site. Let's go ahead and jump in and I'll show you how it works. On the site, when you come in, there's this is a linkable queue number that is in the application. I'm going to go all the way to the top record. By doing that, I can go ahead and click on this. It'll bring up that record. This is a scrolling select list, and you can take any of the words that are included in the dictionary and click on it, and it'll bring up that set of information for it. It'll also show the type of word that it is, either a keyword, object, or whatever. And then there's one item in here that's a user-defined word. If you click that and then go ahead and add your own user-defined word, you just put 2 pound signs ahead of it to indicate that it is a user-defined application word for the search words. Now, these search words are all the words in the dictionary. There are about 2,200 different words in there right now, and there are 2,200 records in this scroller. It seems like a hard thing to try to do to scroll through them. Well, the scroller is only if you're in the proximity of a word and you want to see what that words or words next to it are. You can use the scroller, and just clicking this will open that record. Typically what you would do is you would do a find record, and it'll empty the top area up here, and then you can put in the search word here, or you can click on both this and that, or the syntax or where used in this top level of the record. Then go ahead and hit the perform find. It'll bring up that word. So you don't have to look for it. You just put up the word and then it brings it up. Plus it shows you the subrecords. What are the subrecords? These are subrecords in a similar to what a data grid is. And what you can do is it brings up the information here, and then if you click on the show detail, what it does is it opens up this record. And this is the individual add records. The first one is always going to be the search word, the original search word. Then you can ad lib on the search word in the next record just by adding the information with the pound and then whatever you want to call with a phrase or words to what you want to do that is related to the search word in its own record. If you're going to do a review of the information at the beginning of the app, it's going to tell you that you can create your own search word by putting pound in either a word or a phrase in here or in the main screen that will designate that record as the one you want to add to a new record. And then what you can do, it will be in a sub-record. Let's go back to the dictionary topic. You would go here, you would add a new one down here, go ahead and type in whatever it is, pound as far as the search word is concerned, then find out what it is, a message keyword, then add your syntax. At this point, you can just jump into the main record. It'll be empty with the exception of what you put in there. And very similar to this one, it shows the example of the script information. It shows also the words that are related to it as far as what you're trying to define and what words you want it to use. And if this is larger, if there's more information in here, it'll also show, it will expand to show all the data that's in there. You can also edit or change the information in this screen, plus how it's used, desktop server, and so forth, as far as the application of the words. Now, in the regular dictionary, the examples have the scripting code, the syntax option that it is in the dictionary. It has the primary usage and description, which is just the description basically, and then all the comments that are included with that particular item in the dictionary. What I've added is a custom usage. The custom usage explains an additional information about how you want to utilize this particular keyword and how you're going to use it. Then down here you can put in custom properties and behaviors. If there are any restrictions to how it's used, you could put those in here. You can put a reference either to an email or a how-to or whatever you want to put in here. That would be also added in as far as a reference. And then if you have a YouTube video or some other reference on a website, you can just designate that it's a website reference for a video or something to that effect. Basically what you're doing in this screen too is you can search. When I said that you can do a global search, you can do the find record and you can pick any screen field in this screen because it's an individual record. And what it'll do is it'll empty out all the data in here. You can put in the search word or the user-defined search word. It'll bring up all the data for that. Or what you can do is say, for example, I want to find every place that the word add over is in the entire dictionary and any place in a script that is in the dictionary. I can go ahead and click on it, put add over, and then press the show all perform find, and every place that is in there will come up. If it's in one record, 100 records, wherever it might show up, it'll show there. You can also go in and you could look, for example, things that only are in Mac or only on iOS or Android or whatever you put a check in there for, it'll match the search words or whatever, plus it'll match whether it's Android, iOS, so it reduces the amount of things you have to look for. You can also use this language area where it has the kind of language, message, property, command, constant. You can also put a check in there where maybe you're only looking for keywords. You could do a search for keywords that have some phrase in it, like button, and it will find all the records. Once you get to that point, it's just a matter of cycling through the records, or what you can do is you can go to the topic portal list view. What this does is it gives you a list of all the records. Right now there's only one in it that we picked. So I'm going to say show all records, and you can see that it'll bring in all the records in the dictionary and also all the different, these are in the subrecords. So you can actually see the individual words and some of the information about that if you're looking for it. There is a keyword type where you can go in and actually edit that if you have to, and to add additional stuff. This can either go back to the topic screen, which is the main screen, or the dictionary portal. Those are the two screens we were just looking at. Let's go all the way back to the main menu. And now what I've added in here is Google Translate. So for example, if you took a word and you wanted to convert it to another language, and let's just take something like screen, and then just pick a language to translate it to. This is pretty straightforward stuff, so I can just go in here and say I want to see what it looks like in Hosni. And then of course it gives you the different nouns and so forth, what it might be. So in this case, screen is screen, but obviously I can go in and I can really throw you a curve and say let's do it in German, and that's what the word screen looks like in German. Now you could put a whole sentence or even a paragraph in here as well, and you know that you can also speak the word or listen to the word as far as how it sounds. This is really going to help a lot of people that are trying to convert scripts or whatever text into a different language so that they can read it in their native language. So it's just going to be another helpful thing that we'll put in there. This is the application pretty much as an overview. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and contact me, and my contact information is in this screen. at vclement@gmail.com. Hope you guys like this. If you have any suggestions, please fire it off to me. Thank you.